Geshe-la, thank you very much for your teaching. Actually, I have two questions based on more of your example. Yeah. The first one is about you are saying that there's no difference between a bad person and a good person, so-called, when they are in the mother womb. You here say that, right? Okay. We also know that actually all babies when they're born, in fact, they are different. They're actually born with a character that they already have. In Chinese, we call 习气. 习气 can be translated also as the habit, more refer to the bad habit. That we more refer to the habit that in your past life, it carry with you until this life. Yeah. And also maybe in English we call imprint sometime. Yeah, we have imprint from the beginner's lifetime until now. Therefore, how is your view compared to what you say that there's no bad or good when this so-called being in the mother womb? Okay, from that point of view of this imprint and the 习气. The second one is about. Okay, one. Oh, okay.
Ale, make the Kaliyo na nyam the Lafiana.
The second one is about giving. You're saying that you give something to someone, you just give, and then compared to the other one that before you give, you ask him to work. There's these two things. Let's don't talk about in future whether I am going to be suffer the same situation, whether I give without asking him to work or I give for asking him to work. Let's don't talk about that, okay? If you are coming with the motivation that because this person may be, or maybe let's say that whether he come the first time asking you to help, to give, or maybe there are several times. But if you are good, you are having a motivation that maybe this person also got self-respect. If you let him work, maybe he's happy that he gets something from you. He also work for it, There are also because that you also wanted to teach him. Maybe this person has been very lazy. He doesn't want to work. You also give him, want to teach him that, you want to get something, you need to work. Right. I would like to hear your view.
Okay, Tiwa ni US, Tiwa tampo tela, gen tagin kerang kesunyala, mi tuja seate, ta mi sangpo seate, ame kobe nangola, keba yomares, tampo ni kezamne, tuja yomares, sangpo yang yomares. Kesi te inaro, ni pugo kobe nangola, ganzo ki ichela, ganzo di gami luso nangola, di segure, di kobe nangola. pugo dencho soso ki shiga yang yore pakchak yore just mi re pakchak min dawa injang ni sangbo thang duja sha chogi rebes kinds na gen kerang ki ami kobe nangola mi the duja yores nga kola yaga yoba the koba ami kobe nangola yoba the ne yomares Jesu kenang tene duja tang sangbo chavares yabo chavares ni kisi pakcha shabaina di kaneres
kyo ta kyo ngama pakcha ke je khobe nang ge bugu de la pakcha yore la di ta kyo ngama na chen ki she gu go ba.
So if we're going to talk about in the mother's womb, you talk about CC habits or imprints. So we are talking about the imprints that are from previous life. So we're talking about previous life now.
다 바샤던 진 니키제 시 고디자네 제상 딱 교황아마 가뒤 이네 교환네 교화 토마메 번에 두작장장 인딩에 교화 토마메 번에 약부장장 인딩에 딘디 미시버레 그 낀다 체니 균니 조샤르.
So when we talk about if we are looking at imprints or looking at previous lives, when we talk about previous lives, there are many previous lives that we have to look about. We have to look at. So is it possible for a person where from the very first life to now, at any one point he is a bad person, and and for a good person at any one point since the beginning of time he is always a good person? Is it possible that he is always a bad or always a good person?
지선 디지디자네 바샤다 아주 정말 유효하래다. 야가도 두원이가 이네 바샤 야가 세기 엔 켄디 조명도 바샤 야가 세조래 두가 세기 켄디 태용도 바샤 두가 세조래.
So when we talk about imprints,
저라 미치라 바샤 지란지 말아 바샤 하징 망보 여러와.
We have imprints ourselves. We have a lot of imprints. We have good imprints, we have bad imprints. When these imprints meet with the right causes and conditions, the bad imprints meet with the right causes and conditions, then bad situations arise. Bad fruits are being experienced. When the good imprints meet with the right causes and conditions, then we have good results coming out. So we as a person, we are not just having one imprint in ourselves. We have many, many different imprints of good and bad.
지선다 라버도 지온의 기제시행도 있다. 아메 코바니 기dü네 개벌 요마레다 라바기 토네 기제된지 시행으로 14로 저는 토마메바니 개벌셔대바 마레스. 갑지다 뒤지라 konjingi 찍부 찍경래. 이네 긴 체단지기 민다와 차조레스. 다 14로 저는 디간 라버레.
So when we talk from a very general perspective, we say, yeah, in the mother's womb, there's really no difference. You cannot say this person is good or bad. So if we really want to look at it in a more detailed manner, then we need to look at it right from the beginning time, where we talk about imprints. And then we can say that actually at one point, at a certain point, there's really no difference between these two people, good or bad. It's really just the meeting with the causes and conditions that causes them to change for the better or for the worse.
지선 전주semba지다 전주sem바 마잉이지 아메 코바니 유비갑래 개벌 요래. 또 14로 저나. 다 이네 야야야 대저나 지부지경래 시제찬에 자외갑지도 뒤지를 지부지경래.
So in the mother's view, womb, when a bodhisattva, when in the mother's point of view, would be considered better a person compared to someone who is not bodhisattva when he or she is in the mother's point of view womb. So if we compare this way, yes, a bodhisattva in the mother's womb is good or better than a bodhisattva when he or she is in the mother's womb. But if we were to trace up, because we're looking at imprints, if we were to trace up all the way up, really you cannot find, or rather you'll find a time where these two are the same. Okay, and then, so this is where we'll start for question 1. 아니 티와니바 다긴 안주 긴 캐랑기 직송송 안주 지바당 듀장라 까까랑 안주 리와마 갸베 톡네 다가스 강요바테 디 지바당 사텔라 테바레스 아니 양까 지바직 콜라 레카꾸네 레카 제가 쇼스 레카 셰차네 네시네 지바당 디 케바기 제망안초 벤조 영야라 양 케바요 베존 제마 제기 토니 케바요레스 단다 제마 벤조 칸디 용당 디파샤 니갑딜라 지바당 듀장라 까까라 꿀롱기 왕기 꿀롱지 케네 카이사 미카시 콘조 소소 양 소소기 린탕지 거래 소소 라 쿠샵시 고야기 탄다라 기생 계란기 다가스 나라 페샤테 바이나 콘소 데스 ngosa drabo yore 쿠샵 소소라 쿠샵 라 드야기 samlo khor sibare jezang khongla khongi shiga karelamna kesin kerangi ngala le khakune shine ngala jimbatangna peshi yasares mi dina ani khadu pesha tebaina mi telangi mara le shakune shine teare dijije ni ba tela yang kap la khola lop chen teagi thondakla zamling la rime yo mares kerang beizon chene madok 좀내 용기 마더 용기 말레스 디 롭센 태야기 탄다라 닐라 콩라 레카 태차네 아니 신의 진바당 디 양용스 바레
근데서 고체마스 니바데
니바테
닐라 티체나 담보 가가래도 아티와.
말이 디와 카카 말에 지바 땅야 당 대와 요래.
저러다 요로 가가래도 시 베르진.
베준 카카래.
제상.
해봐.
레레레레 제나 아니 상하용으로.
오케이. 제상 꿀롱 담보 가래람나 미카시 콘소.
담보디. 얘를 담보 다 제스니 제나.
오케이.
베진이 능로네.
베준 담보 견라 캔성해. 오케이.
저 담보들 내가 구이세 디테스 투르. 내가 구이에 된다는 거 있잖아. 디침바스 말와. 총래 마도.
So when maybe it's my translation that's been wrong. Okay, but Gela said that when we said get him to work and then give him the money. So when we have that kind of motivation to get him to work, then give him the money, this is not called practice of giving because the intention is like a businessman doing a business. You work for me, I give you money.
Ni lai di tiri su lenga shola na kola lega ji kuiro was. Keche tiri mato ni lega phage ji che di chenda la cha taking keche ti mares. Kola lenga shola na pena khangba gongen ji na an khangba su su ta di che nye su te ba ina kola lega me barwa. Khangba nye ngui di te khangba chana jab la ba ina kola lega kuiro wa. Odi keche tiri ni la re di. So when
I say give him some work to do, actually I'm referring to ask him to come to get the money from me, rather than I give him the money. So I make him work a little by making him come here to get the money. So for example, if I want to give a house to somebody, so I build the house from construction all the way to finishing the house. After the house is completed, I say, I give it to you. This versus, I give you the money, you go and build your own house. So this is what I mean by, because when I give you the money and you go and build your own house, what will happen is that this person will have to exert some effort to construct the house, right? So some work or some effort has to be exerted on the person's point of view. Vis-a-vis, I build the house, everything completed, then I give it to him. So these are the two differences or two examples that I was trying to give. Not so much of getting him to come and work, then I give you money. Because I pay you only after your work. This is really just a business relationship. We don't call this practice of giving.
Geshe Thupten seva machungba tabore. Toto de tire khola pezi chemo go bitone raba ji seva ina chema susule pezi me bitone ras geshe tire da.
In summary, what I want to say is that if we give him without him having to exert any effort on his part, in future when we enjoy the comforts, we will also be able to get the comforts from a point of view where we do not have to exert any effort, and the kind of financial comforts will come to us very naturally.
Ore ta tine train tense chi love you. Jesa pa chimba tang ne ni chu ta lonjo yonghe ke che de she be indi one rang sam tang ba ina no lang one de longen de da. Norgila. Masun norgila ji do chambala ta de. Ta chambala tang ne chamjang la khodu ke ge yor ma to shibu yonghe khale khawo ingire. Ine chimba tang na shukchimbu yona chedile yongure shukchimbu mene kiwa chema yongure no lang one de longen de cha de da.
Tana longen sure gina.
Longen.
Sure. The longen de nganso jiba tang sa re be.
Longen la na.
Longen ngulongken ra.
We say karina longen yoro. Longen di norgi la ngone de resti.
Ale.
So nor yongchungen de khorwa.
Ale ha koso. Okay, so from here I'm going to deviate a little bit to further explain that how beggars, actually we can view beggars as the wealth deities, like our Zambala. Why? Because by practicing giving on him or giving to this beggar, we are able to enjoy financial comforts in future. So then this beggar becomes like wealth deity, right? Like Zambala, because he is able to give us the financial comforts that we can enjoy in future.
So the
beggar who is really our wealth deity, we disregard him Instead, we go and pray to, then this is something not so correct.
그래서는 지단 라줍니 노르기 주베기제 요도 요르디 디코는 덤식 당로라 디 짐바땅 구고래 디 메나 그 덤식된 게고래 덤식에는 무주 요말
So yes, generally we can pray to the wealth deities to, for wealth and future. But actually in the Samaya vows, in the wealth deity, what we need to do is that we need to practice giving. We need to give to others. If we do not practice giving to others, no matter how much you pray to the wealth deity, wealth will not come.
디 treasure
This is really a deviation from the question that you raised.
아니
Just niba kunlong ra, just kunlong niba te, kapkap la, mi te, di tang, peche ti, okay, tiwa dire, mi te lopsen te aki tonda la.
럽센 티스나
Pena shasna mi kashi kono lelo yo res, lega chedo yo ma res. Ne kong la roba chedo yon zang jimba dango ra. Ne kisi daga special te baina, mutu ne korang lelo cha drogi res. Just lopsen te aki tonda la, lega ku. 내가 제 아니 그런 게 삼로 신이게기래 아 계신가 나라 직라고연나 베전 제거레스 베전 마체나 닝가 강상바테 도바테 라기 마레스 디 제상 계시테나 레카 꾸나 디고 요레스
대부
레카 꾸나 디고 요레스 디기 요레스
알레 디더와 다디 पेशा नेगव की ठेसे की पेशा टेब दिले जन लाबी जिंबा चाडोरो खोले पुजंग रिंग बेगी पेंदोजी टेगी समल चायन दिता दिले जन सुनम chegoरो
So yeah, so like what you said, if say in order to teach him a lesson that he needs, then what? Then what? Then teach him what? Teach him something.
Is to make him feel maybe good that I got some value.
No, not the first one. The second one, when you say you want him to know that he needs to work to get what he wants. Yeah.
But it's not a lesson.
Okay, but you want to let him realize this part. Okay, let him realize or have this experience that he needs to work for the results. So instead of just giving it to him like that, you make him work in order for him to realize that he needs to work for results rather than just wait there for people to give him. That's what you want, right? That's what you think. If with that kind of motivation, you get the person to work. So Geshe-la said, yes, if you have that kind of motivation, it's good. Because other than just giving him work or giving him money, you're teaching him something. And the benefits could even be better because it's with the kind of motivation that you want him to learn something.
자 자와디 다 간제 제당미다 가리에네 자와디 파졸레 강팽 지팽 버틴디지여나 제당들라 미다 연구로와
So ultimately what we need to look at is how we are going to benefit this person. That is our ultimate objective. But in order to reach this objective, there are different ways of doing it. So it's just the methods that's different, but our ultimate objective is to benefit this person.
베나 군절의 추버피에이나 베제낭로라 미신달의 피드주발에 수수랑 피노스는 채워요래 딘디제요래.
For example, sometimes in the scriptures it is said that instead of making offerings to the triple gem, we can make the offerings to ourselves. It would even be more beneficial.
양 베제 가시 낭로라 신달의 피드주나 수는 채워요래 디에 용과.
But in other scriptures, it is also written that instead of offering to ourselves, we should then make the offerings to other people. Benefits will be greater in that way.
다 개발대 가르에서는 추버피에 되어요래. 이내 수술 내가 증인 주고 말해. 세상 다 로바다 뭐지 디피로지스. 딜라바이나 수술 피발에 손을 충원 차로래.
So then why is this? Okay, wait, I need to correct my translation. So just now what has been said is that sometimes when we want to make the offerings to the triple gem, it is written in the scripture that to make the offerings to the triple gem, it is more beneficial if we make the offerings ourselves. But in other scriptures, it's written that it is more beneficial if we get other people to make the offerings to the triple gem ourselves. So why is that this difference? Sometimes it is more beneficial if we make the offerings ourselves. Sometimes it is more beneficial if we get others to make the offering to the triple gem. Basically, the desire of wanting to make offerings to the triple gem is there, it's the same. But what is different is sometimes it's better that if we were the ones to make the offerings to the triple gem ourselves.
다 신다 피도주는 편에 채워 열래야디 다 추바 피는 편도 쉬우지 여바디 수수신 다 수수이 원신바다 로바디 엔 추바 피에 곰시메 바다 딘디이나 코랑기 센난다 딘디여나 퀄리티 곰시 자해치도 퀄라 편해치도 수수 피투기 여바이네 이네 수수이 마피바제 엔 퀄로바제로지스 디제바이나 딘디기 이네 토네 신라 피주에디 야선나 채워래요 수수 피벌레선나 채워 지상
Then under what circumstances when we ask other people to make the offering on behalf of us will be more beneficial than we make the offerings ourselves? It will be in this situation where we want to make the offerings, but we know that our friends around us, they do not have this habit of making offerings to the triple gem. And we think that if we were to ask them to make the offerings on behalf of us, by getting them to do it on behalf of us, over time, they will also cultivate this habit of wanting to make offerings to the triple gem. With this motivation in mind, we then say, can you help me make this offering to the triple gem? By going through this way, because of the motivation that we have, the difference in the motivation that we have, in this way, by getting others to make the offerings on behalf of us is actually more beneficial, or it has greater benefits compared to if we were to make the offerings ourselves.
That dine training kijeji de da peje ngonzo mangboji nangche des mangbo change nanglola ane kashi ngala ka wushu chigor.
So from here I would like to deviate a little because we have a lot of practicing Buddhists here, and some of you may be interested in knowing more about Tantra.
Ngala kabuche rikji di garsana nga chena chobosang jigres samlo tendiji gi thone ngala kabuche yungor.
Some of you like Tantra a lot because you think that, oh, by practicing Tantra, I can attain Buddhahood, I can attain perfect enlightenment quicker.
Jisan sangye gi doji nanglo la kharisung resana chobosangje gugudu singedile niyores yangna chobosangje gres yangna ane sangje thugmares nyarang lama tungdures.
So when in the scriptures, when they said that by practicing Tantra, we can attain Buddhahood quicker, very quickly. Actually, there are two aspects in this. One is, yes, we can attain Buddhahood very fast, very quick. But the other aspect is that it can also be the opposite, where we may fall into the hell realms, or ultimately, or basically what I'm trying to say is that it may take us a longer time to get Buddhahood.
This one the Karesana, Jobosangje Gusing New York. Chick the Karesana, nga jena kale jagumindu, Jobosangje Gudu, Tojang Jana Kale Shibujago Lagdu, Kale Japtusa Maris, or Tindi Midigi, nga la Shubaina, Dollars Ticheva Le Sangel, Rindu Tosharamato, near Kun to Wamari.
Those people who think that, oh yeah, by practicing Tantra, I can quickly attain the state of Buddhahood. If you have this kind of thinking because you say, and because of this, you like Tantra, and you say, oh yeah, by practicing Tantra, I can quickly attain enlightenment. If I were to just practice Sutrayana, just practicing Sutra alone, it would take me a long time. I have to apply a lot of efforts. I have to exert a lot of efforts. Whereas if I were to practice Tantra, it would be shorter and less effort on my part. If this is your kind of motivation to practice Tantra because you think that it requires less effort on my part, then for this kind of person, and if you were to practice Tantra, it will actually take you a much longer time to attain Buddhahood.
Karesan tenda chimbo kandiji ne tenda chimbo jituna tilababe ningdob jikore. Sanjo command to say the lelabo jimare, tilababe ningdob gore. Ta tandagi samlo di ningdo nyamdo gore. Teach you in Sanjegi Gakin Charurdi.
Why do I say this? It is because when we want to achieve something that is very important, that is very precious, and the Buddha state and the state of Buddhahood is actually something that is very precious and very important to us. So when we want to accomplish something that is so major, what is usually required of us is that we need to have this very strong mind, this very strong strength of mind to say that, yes, I can do it. No matter how difficult it is, I can do it in order to achieve this very major task that I'm looking at. And if attaining Buddhahood is something that is so precious and so difficult, if we do not have this strong strength of mind, we will not be able to do it. And by thinking that practicing Tantra is easier, I require less effort, this is actually causing your strength of mind to be weaker. And when your strength of mind is weaker, it becomes an obstacle to you attaining the state of Buddhahood. And therefore, it will take you a longer time to attain Buddhahood. So it is stated in a sutra that it is stated in a sutra that if we have a limit to the efforts you can apply, the efforts you can exert, with these limits that you have placed on your efforts, you are not able to attain the state of enlightenment, which is limitless. So with a limited efforts, you cannot attain limitless. You cannot attain the state of Buddhahood that is limitless. Why? Because you're using something that is limited to attain something that is limitless. Therefore, if we want to attain the state of Buddhahood, we need to have this very strong strength of mind where we say, no matter how long it takes, no matter how difficult it takes, I will do it so as to attain the state of Buddhahood. And every time we have this thought that arises, every time we have this boost in the strength of our mind, then we are able to get to the state of enlightenment quicker and faster.
동네 충중이나 다 갈리갈리 제초거를 됐다 동네 첨부 용심 다 니마치 있네 심지 되게 등에 릭잡 토르 제너스 딘지 인지 슈 잡어온 게 아니 파게 딱 교부상제 그것도 삼로디 유행이디 야 교가상제들 야가들 다디.
There's another type, a better type of people who wants to quickly attain Buddhahood by practicing Tantra. How? So this is when this practitioner thinks in this way. Because the sentient beings are suffering, they are in so much pain and suffering, and I want to help them and liberate them. I do not have time, I cannot wait. So in order for me to help them as fast as I can, I must quickly attain the state of Buddhahood. I must attain the state of Buddhahood as fast and as I can. And with this thought and motivation that we have, when we want to practice Tantra, then this is what we call a better type of Tantric practitioner. Okay, so we will stop here today, and we will dedicate whatever merits we have from today's session by reciting the phrase due to the merits of this verses. May the Supreme Bodhicitta. Right? So let's recite this 3 times together. Okay, so we have one last question. Yeah, okay, we'll place that as the last question.
Geshe-la, why does anger destroy merits other than to say that it's because of the nature of anger to destroy merits?
Have you finished the question? Oh. 가르치는 컨트롤기 먼저 소나 메바소기레스. 뭐, 디 컨트롤기 뭐 니 짬마인바 금센션바 요레베.
콩도기 다 겨워 점그레세디 다 룽르테마도 리베트투에 가보래. 되샤기 왕기 디바사샤야디 코란 디바사레마도 겨워 점비기 시기민도와 다 콩도디 겨워 점슬레도 다 디 룽라 때네 시야마도 파긴 것도 리베 두베 페지 유지 말해.
So anger will destroy our merits. This kind of saying, other than relying on the speech spoken by the Buddha, we are not able to use logic to substantiate this presentation. For example, if we commit negative actions, we just accumulate negative karma. There's no saying that says this negative action will destroy the positive merits that you have accumulated, right? When we commit negative actions, just general negative actions in general, we will accumulate negative karma. But we do not say that this negative action will destroy our positive merits. Yeah, correct. So, but when it comes to anger, we said that anger will destroy our merits. Yes, correct. So this saying that we have, other than relying on the Buddha's speech spoken, that means the sutra that's been spoken by Buddha, we are not able to use logic to substantiate this. Just on Yes, we have to rely on scriptures in this case. You want to yes?
Last question. last.
Okay, Geshe-la, only enlightened being able to see the two truths simultaneously. So, in our daily life, daily practice of compassion and loving kindness, do we reflect on emptiness while we are doing the actions? Because there's a chance that it might, without proper understanding of emptiness, it might actually reduce the compassion because you see the non-existence of the person. So my question is, when do we switch around? Because since we can't see together, we'll switch around between compassion and emptiness. So when do we switch, or do we merge together when our practicing compassion and loving kindness? Okay, so only enlightened being can see two truths. It means basically when we are practicing compassion towards somebody, we can't reflect on emptiness at the same time. We can't do that. For some beings who actually try to reflect emptiness while doing compassion act, they actually diminish their compassion act because they have a wrong understanding of emptiness. To them, it's nihilism. So for sentient being like us, when you're doing compassion act, should we reflect on emptiness while doing it? Because we can't see together. So do we switch on or move together, or don't do separate totally? When doing compassion, focus on that conventional truth. We don't think of on the ultimate truth. Vice versa. Okay.
When you say enlightened beings, what is your definition of enlightened?
Just Buddha. Buddha can see two truths together. No one else can see that.
这张三个毛豆调节度，等把你都要有嘛咯。아니 상의 마음 봐 샘전 된초 난초调节度都要每张等把你调节度同样每张你米卡些工作简把当丢张啦工作的当你个个也不马上把印章工作个米太有马res看意思那让心个马做把res第印丢张啦第简把当呀个努吧呀那简把当呀个空隙这是念做个嘞看意思东沙有马啦简把当沙让心个马做吧这张俺做简把当丢张啦俺做样 share up 个res因为那样，三个马刀，但把你调节做谁也没张，俺从简把当丢张了，肯定去过来是，可是的前年这讲吧当丢张了 ，share up mas没过呢，的这不当下呢，第个礼拜，要么那卡丢俺从东把你个过钱呢，你新的简把当呀礼拜，要那第你，你们都始终钱呢，当呀礼拜，肯定去过来是。
nghe là ta rồi sinh cái tông xe thì mấy bị thuê mà hiện bây giờ ta có sẽ có sinh hoạt rồi.
So when you say the view of emptiness, and then you say that sometimes some people will, when they because of the wrong view of emptiness, they may fall into the view of animalism, right? And therefore they do not practice giving because they think there's no self, right? That's what you said, right? Yeah, so the thought of wanting to give will diminish because of the view of emptiness. They fall into the extreme of animalism. So in this case, we need to understand that when there is no intrinsic existence of self, it doesn't mean there's no self.
Tatine any wishi kabla karla kore. Tendichi yore. Suzuki ta yin center bush tindi ta zhongyu na. And di zhongyu ba ina tindigi ni suji teje and sema ji bushi chabe. Di jela di shuk di yeshin bi pula ni leha shinda chigire samlo shinda tangire di samlo shinda tangbi kapsue di shuk di yue ga chade do. Shinda pasha ni gemon shorba ine gemon lang keja di sheba ine gemon samsang no shorgare de shorba ine di inche ma do shortugu do. Pagi di shuk di dila ani nyangengi symbols la war.
Sometimes when our loved ones, our relatives, our close ones pass away, so we actually feel very sad. We are in a state of mourning for the loss of our loved ones. And when we are in this state of mourning, whatever we do, and even if someone is joking to us, telling us some joke, we may laugh. But the laughter that we have is really just this upper part of our body that laugh. Deep down here, we are not laughing, right? Because we are in a state of mourning. So this state of mourning, this state of mental mind that we have, that we mourn for our loss, is causing us, is influencing us in a certain way, such that when we do whatever actions, even when we laugh, we cannot laugh heartily.
Jizang tatina shinji ngushi nyamshagi nashime ba nyambarshabi negapsu chimbataya da jamninji ke yomare. Manzola.
When we are in the meditative state of equipoise, because we are in this meditative state of equipoise, it is not possible for us to practice giving or practice any of the 6 parameters.
Ine nashime ba ta shukchimbo komne and thing is tes leba ina and dile ya langne and lega cheong de kharicheba ine di shuk dile tigor.
But when we are in this meditative equipoise, if we really meditate very well, very deeply into the view of emptiness, and when we arise from this meditative equipoise, this meditation that we have on the view of emptiness will be so strong with us that whatever we do, when we practice giving or tolerance, there will be this influence on us, just like how we are being influenced by the loss of our death, or by the loss of our loved ones. So it's the same kind of influence that is giving us in a very subtle way.
Dila ani kumatabi toni siming tagdo kumatabi ta ngangne skejatire.
And that's why we have this term that says the emptiness that is like the illusion. The illusion-like emptiness. Yeah, so we are able to see things as illusion, illusionary. So if we meditate very well on the view of emptiness, very naturally, when we arise from this state of meditative equipoise, this view will still have this subtle influence in whatever we do, in whatever we see.
DJ Duzane Tandati let Amboina, Rangshugi Legio Marte, that Tinshitin, that the one Rangshingi Merda, Rangshingi Yomartas and Tinshitingor, that the Parala Changni.
For beginners, this kind of automatic or very natural influence may not come. So what we need to do is we need to keep reminding ourselves it does not have intrinsic existence. It does not have intrinsic existence. It does not exist on its own side. So we need to keep reminding, telling ourselves.
That the page chow pedi tata regi make consider. Sometimes
I'm going to give you an example, and that's why he's looking around. But I'm not sure whether this example is going to be perfect and can demonstrate what I'm trying to tell you. You need to investigate further into the example that I'm giving you now.
Document.
Demo.
Or dinner logic tons. 신나기를 디 시고 침보 샤니 멜롱 미르케드 주기 간디치기도 따기도 재민치도 주기
수기.
미르케요 봐 재민치 세마레 인지
가.
뷰는 신 침보디 뷰
하고
뷰는 신 침보지요 신나
빡 알베. 빡.
말에 침보도 가서
알레 하고 마송.
진세강도 저도 믿어보지
or
신나기
Gila kare yang kami kare.
믿어보요 봐 신나기라
Oh, okay. Alele, mi trabajo yore. Ina semje mara. Semje rebe. Semje jire.
미 말에
미 말에.
균조래
Donjo jire.
신나기를 도와 라바링 부지도
Lapa remujitu. Okay. He's trying to tell me there's an animal, but I cannot get what this animal is. He said it looks like a monkey. I said yeah, monkey, but bigger than a monkey. Has very long arms. Then I said,
재민치 세마레 재민치사
oh, chimpanzee. Oh, okay, chimpanzee. Okay. Okay, chimpanzee. Okay. Yeah. I got it. Yeah, chimpanzee.
멜론테 멜론테니 디제디 당보 코초로 파게 나로르다 코라나 신심지 신다지 두테라 파 띵가르치기도 안 간상지네 아니 겹로르다 아니 매바 하고로 하고디다 주마이 하고로 딱지시니 주마이 하고 사이 제라 아니 신네 그디 순이 신규스로 신사위 제라 가르치기도 세나 아니 신네 가서 미나시 대 도도 되네나 되네 배세 당기도 다디 당보 디제디 코추교 디제 덴진제 니버 딱지지네 엔 데메도 엔 숨바들 데메도 산에 나와들은 자 여러 디지디 디고 배제당 그런 게 어디 저우지 당보 등당 먼저 가리 통바이네 창문문에 레슨비 대신 여러 디네 딱된 세네 아니 돈이도 사위 제라 나와들은 자 여러 아니 딘디기 주마이 선비 삼로디 말라비 토네야 비주지에지도 어디 저우지 다 규모대비 딩인진디 숨바디 자고
So I've seen a documentary, a show, where in this field they actually put up a mirror, a very big mirror, and in the field that's where the chimpanzee is. And the chimpanzee when the chimpanzee first saw the mirror, so he went forward and he saw his own reflection. First he thought, oh, there is another chimpanzee there. So he started to behave in a more aggressive manner. Just look at it and and stuff. Then after a while, he went to behind the mirror to see whether there is really a chimpanzee there, and realized, there's nothing behind the mirror. There's no chimpanzee as the one that I've seen. So then, this chimpanzee then realized that what he has seen is really a reflection of himself in the mirror. Then he knows that this is just a mere reflection of himself, and now he's able to look in the mirror and say, oh, I have this thing, that I can remove it. So he's making use of the mirror now. So using this as an analogy, at the beginning when the chimpanzees saw the reflection and think that there is really another chimpanzee there, that is like our grasping to existence, to the intrinsic existence of a person or of an object. Then when we investigate and we realize that such an intrinsic existence of the object does not exist, so we know that whatever that is shown to us appears as real, but it is not real. It does not appear as real as we have perceived it to be. And once we have such a perception, then we know that even though when the object comes to us as appearing as real, as having intrinsic existence, we know that it's just a mere reflection in the mirror, and therefore we are then able to make use of this perception we have to work, make use of this perception that we have when we practice our 6 parameters. So this is what just now we talked about, the illusionary like of items, of phenomena. So this is what we will say, the appearance of intrinsic existence is still there, but we recognize that it is not real, and we are able to make use of this in our daily life. And in Geshe Thupten Palsang, it is also the description of illusionary like phenomena. This analogy may perhaps help you in understanding this better.
last one di.
Okay, this is really the last question.
Thank you, Geshe-la. My question is, we are in the process of practicing both bodhicitta and emptiness. It is often taught us to see to correct our perceptions that what we perceive and the reality does not tally. So in a way, the more that you practice into it, the more convictions that you have, and tends to tilt forwards to do not take care of this device, ourself. So this physical self that able to practice. So once will neglect oneself's welfare, so not to accumulate unnecessary items. So with those practice, you have less to give, material-wise, and the more practice of in the meditations, the more that you can give is vice versa. What I'm trying to say is, more bodhicitta that you practice, the more emptiness you practice, you tend to neglect self, and this self is actually the important device to continue practicing. So how to strike a balance, and is it necessary, or is a must, is a only path that you practice in order to get enlightened to benefit all, and the device that you use, it will deteriorate, and it may go to the extent that it's no longer usable. You know, someone says, yes, this body. So how to practice, how to balance?
Các la ngân cho chẳng cho xem thằng tông ni cái cột không đi chết được rằng là nên ngồi nên cho thằng nên năng mình thun bà thề ngân cho học cái gì rồi nên năng mình thun bà thề học cái gì rằng chỉ rằng ngân cho đi ngã răng sinh cái mà cho bà thề học cái 아니 디 하고 사네 제상 깎아라 간서 도착 충으로 땅야기 턴다라 나디 고기 멘독스 도착 충으로 땅 아니 디땅 베제라 양 직제나 디로 도착 땅 베차네 양 라싱이 마주바테 하고네 간서 소소기 수보디 라싱 마주바테 양삼 디 인두장라 카레인 쇼드로기를 남나 간서 수보디 다도 야보 마체 야메나 레카 치디장라 간조 라샤 쳔보 고마레스 디 인두장라 간조 미쳔바라 로바체야 진바 땅야기 세 뉴로 차두기레스 디양 야보 요마레 상게도 제상 디니 냠렌 체디장라 동니 당창조 샘기 컴티 체네 직 용기도와 아니 디 당마 체베 디 체발라 때네 간초 수보라 따도마 야보마체 양 레카 양나 페샤마보 마사베고네 미셴발라 로바셰다 체투기요 마레스 디 칸데스 찬냠 소투기레스
디 단다 게 고쳐버는 신체바이나 디 디화디 양나면은 라신 매버 된다디 매비 되는 존이 기제지 디화지 리거와 디 페지 인사마와 다 전심에 받아 가리네 미다보다 가리네 간지 삼당네 되샤충르친 디긴기 다 수불다도 마제세 계제직 달레나 디화디 디더보도 디르베.
So based on my understanding, so you are saying that because of your practice or because of that person's practice in bodhicitta and emptiness, sometimes we overlook our body, we do not take good care of this device. Yeah, and then because we are reducing our desires, so we do not see the need to accumulate a lot of wealth. And because we do not accumulate a lot of wealth, we are not able to give and help others. Is this what you are trying to ask?
I'm trying to say that the practice of this tends to neglect self, which is the device that we need to rely on to practice. So you cross the road, you cross the river by a boat. If you don't take care of the boat will reach the destination. Carry you. So how to balance that? So the more practice, it tends to be more neglect on the device itself. So how to balance that?
Yeah, dire. So tanda nganso nyamnen la tene nyamnen chebala tene nganso di choosing and super choosing wrong and so park ye go ge jang choosing di go res choosing di mena park ye to ge maris ni ina yang nyamnen che bala te ne choosing di la nang me short ro ge res ya tak to ya bu ma che ba che ni ina yang choosing di za chen bu ye res
제가 되게 라이더로 다 같이 되차 매바차 디긴 기타도 마치 기제 뒤로 왔다 저와 뒤로
yeah so it's what I said just now right that's your question right
제가 디 아니 되차도 되벌이 여와 채고로 되버 상문 되차 말해
okay so now in Tibetan you have these two words docha and dopa so usually okay
간제 되벌 친지 로지다 친지 말로니 요래 친지 로디 뇽몽체 되차 기제 시고르마도 되버 양다바디 되차 레기와 말해
so there are two types of desires we are looking at one desire is actually a good desire right something that is good another type of desire is something that is not good it is not good so you need to differentiate between these kind of desires whether your desire is a good desire or a bad desire
제산다 라시메바 삼로 땅제 아니 되샤 충루 좋아다 냠도 되버 상마 충루 주고도나 디 라시메비 된디 메비 된라 답데스 조디거
so because you think that because of your practice on emptiness so things there's a lack of intrinsic existence and therefore your desires are diminished because our desires are diminished you feel that all desires are being diminished then you tend to fall into this extreme of when it does not exist inherently it does not exist
텐지 마임비 토네 셰바이나 페나 수부기 모디다 미자와 다 미다바 디치디 코트샤 제일고에 차고로 이네 수부기 뉴바디 따섬기 미쳐버지 산지고방 주투에 신든 주투에 디차네야 따도 제고에 차고로 딜레디 되샤 메비 토네 지경 제고에 니수실리거
so our body if we say the nature of our body is that it's not pure right it's suffering from this perspective we need to reduce our desires to our body but we must also recognize that this body has this ability for us to attain the state of enlightenment and from this perspective then we need to take good care of our body and have desire to take care of our body so it's not a case of totally desireless
제상 랑진진 랍드 남진 고하망보여레 랑진진 랍드 달라 차발라 자르네 달라 차발라 자나 디 넘버 탐지도 먹어야지 샤디고
넘버 탐지 먹어와
빵자 타지도 뇌등이
달라 차바이나 타지도
뇌바 먼저라 께 달라 차나 넘버 탐지도 께레디
알레레 하고서
인데 요마르딜라
so when we talk about self-cherishing so a lot of times when we use the word self-cherishing or when we hear this term what comes to us is that we are cherishing ourselves and whatever that comes with this self-cherishing attitude is something that is bad and we need to eradicate
다디네 겨르메치게나 다좀벌레 랑진진 요르 송고도와 제상 다 달라 차비 계제디 말에 이내 랑된기 섬로지 유해데레 제상 다좀벌레 랑진진 요르 타버 탑차네 다음에 무슨도 다 딘진 빵차네 아니 랑진진지 요레
but if you look at the arahat still has this self-cherishing attitude right but actually this arahat has already removed all his afflictive emotions he has attained liberation but he still has this self-cherishing attitude
다디 달 단다 로직 증거라 아니 로실링이 견라지 양알라 딘디 송서 띵이 고주 첨부 통서 다디다 자좀 베게자로 딜리게니 다 전주 심부 첨부도 줄라 랑진진 요레스
so about a year ago a Losling teacher has said this to me and I find that very beneficial he said that not just the arahat has got self-cherishing attitude even bodhisattva they have self-cherishing attitude as well
and
the example given by this teacher is even His Holiness the Dalai Lama has self-cherishing attitude Why do I say that? Because His Holiness the Dalai Lama will exercise through his diet. He will want to take good care of this body. So he has this attitude of taking care of this body, this attitude of self-cherishing. So in this case, he's actually taking care of himself, right? It's a self-cherishing, right?
이네 삼로디 가르에서나 다보 맞잖아 미망볼라 강에 체그래 다보잖아 미망볼을 팽기래 띠르다.
But why does he want to take good care of himself? It's because if I do not take care of myself, then a lot of people will be disadvantaged. If I take good care of myself now, I will be able to benefit a lot more people.
제상 먼저 잡으이나 다보 잡나 미구줄을 팽기래 마랑을 팽기래 다보 맞잖아 미구줄을 내그래 딘지 라바이나 다 겨울음치 먼저기 진진체 다 겨자 주시나 겨울음치 겨자 겨제 고야지 자기도.
So like for example, if I take good care of myself, I would say if I take good care of myself, I'll benefit 10 people. If I do not take good care of myself, I'll be actually causing some, putting others in a disadvantaged position. If that's us, right? Then if we look at His Holiness the Dalai Lama, then it's not just 10. It's in multiples of the 10 that he needs to take care of himself so as to benefit multiples of people.
녜마이나 따라 시라치벌 마진은 지거로 다 돈이 자요 고수 전주샘 자요 고수 차디 다 랑진지 치르다 모르.
So last time, we can say, yeah, I don't need to cherish myself, I don't need to take care of myself. But once I've started, my study on bodhicitta, my practice on bodhicitta and practice of emptiness, I need to further increase this self-cherishing attitude. Okay, so that's all for today. And therefore, we'll recite the recitation prayers, the May the Supreme Bodhicitta 3 times. So let's do it together. May the Supreme Bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase forevermore. May the Supreme Bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase forevermore. May the Supreme Bodhicitta that has not arisen arise and grow, and may that which has arisen not diminish but increase forevermore.